guys, as you can see, we have a guest teacher today. So my expectations are for you to follow all the instructions that are given to you, and please be kind and courteous to those around you. What I need you to do right now is get your journal out and go to the next available page. The title of your next available page is going to be Comparing Integers, so please write that in your journal. Also remember to put this in your table of contents. Since this is a video and our speakers are not very loud in the class, what I need for you is to remain silent unless you are called upon by the teacher to answer or ask a question. Number 1 in your journal. This is a review, kind of expanding on what you already know. Which one is larger? 5, just the number 5, or the absolute value of -6. So remember, absolute value is put in these brackets. Which one is larger? You don't have to write the question down, just write the number that you think is larger. I will be looking at these when I get back on Thursday, so please make sure you write legibly so that I can read your writing. Our goal for the day, you don't have to write this down, is you're going to be able to put a set of integers, so positives and negative numbers, in order. And the order is not too specific, least to greatest, greatest to least. So we're going to be able to put them in order. Okay, another thing we're going to be able to do is we're going to be looking at inequalities. Inequalities are the less than and greater than symbols. They're on the word wall. You can look at them right now if you would like. Okay, so just a review of the number line. We talked about this yesterday. 0 is our neutral number. It is not positive or negative. And we do have positives on the right and negatives on the left. Okay, and so we notice that they get larger as they get away from 0. The numbers get larger. Okay. Number 2 in your journal, you're going to write one full sentence, a 6th grade type sentence. Think about the number line. When you're comparing two numbers, how do you tell which one is larger? I need at least one sentence. You may write more if you'd want, but again, I'm going to be coming around and checking these on Thursday. So this will be for a grade, and if you're not participating, you will not get a good grade. Let's look at this question together. You do not have to write anything in your journal right now. Okay, who would have more money? Jim with $5 or Suze with $6? Me, I think Suze has $6. So how can we justify this on a number line? If I'm looking, Jim is right here at 5 and 6 is further from 0 on the positive side. So we know that Suze has $6. And more money. It can be written in two different ways. These are the inequalities we're going to talk about more in a little bit. But Suze has more money than Jim, so Suze is greater than Jim, or Jim has less than Suze. Okay, number 3. If you are comparing -4 and -6, which one do you think has a greater value? So let's look at a number line, because that's a good way to look at it. Before, we said if it was +6 and +4, a 6 would be more money. But if we're looking at negatives, it's going to change it. So here we have our number line. We have our 0 neutral. Johnny owes -4, and June owes -6. I'm just thinking of money-wise. So if Johnny only owes $4 and June owes $6, who owes more money? June does. So -4 is actually the greater value because it's closer to 0 on the negative side, which is opposite of what we just said. In the positives, if it's further from 0, it's greater. In the negatives, if it's closer to 0, it's greater. So really you could read it like a book from left to right. The numbers that are further to the right are going to be greater. So it gives least greatest, greatest, most greatest. So they get bigger as you go left to right, okay? So now number -4 has the greater value. All right, let's look at number 4. I already gave you all the answer. Of the numbers -2 and -1, which one has the lesser value? So the opposite of what we're saying. So we need to look, if we had a number line, okay, we have 0, -1, -2, -3. -2 is right here, and -1 is right there. So which has the lesser value? Which one is furthest to the left? And the one that's furthest to the left is -2. So -2 has the lesser value. This is number 4 in your journal. Please make sure it's written. Number 5. Which is larger, -7 or +7? So let's think of money again. If you have $7 and your brother owes your mom $7, who do you think has more money? You do, because yours is positive. So if you have a positive and a negative, this positive is going to be the larger value. And you can look at the number line as well. So we have number -7 all the way on the left and +7 on the right. So smallest to largest, we know that 7 is the largest. So what would be the absolute value of both of these numbers? The absolute value of -7 is 7, and the absolute value of +7 is 7. So the absolute values are equal. Number 6, on your own, I want you to tell me which one is larger, -6 or -4. Okay, this is on your own. Which one is larger, -6 or -4? It may be good for you to look at a number line right now to figure this out. Okay, we have this example. We need to put this set of numbers in order from least to greatest. If any of you have watched Little Einsteins before, this is Leo, and Leo is giving us such a suggestion. What if we put these numbers on a number line? It would be easy to see them in order from least to greatest. So that's what we're going to do. If I plot these on a number line, okay, we have -8, we have +1, +6, -3, +8, and -5. These are plotted on the number line, and it's easy to see in order from least to greatest, because again, we're reading it like a book. The smallest to the largest. You start at the beginning of the book and you get into the more exciting stuff. So we have -8, -5, -3, +1, +6, +8. Okay, the next question you're going to be doing on your own. It's the same idea but with different numbers. You're going to be writing these numbers in order from least to greatest. I would look at a number line, sketch a number line, whatever you need to do to be able to put these in numbers in order from least to greatest. So do that now in your journal for number 7. Alright, we have some new vocabulary for today, and that is inequality. We talked about it just a minute ago. I've underlined the words that you need to have in your journal for your definition. An inequality, so write the word inequality, I-N-E-Q-U-A-L-I-T-Y, is a statement that two quantities are not equal. So you need to have an inequality is two quantities that are not equal. There are two symbols we use to write an inequality. The greater than symbol, please write this as well, greater than, and please write the symbol like this, less than. They kind of look like little mouths. It's greater than, less than. Okay, so we can use a number line to help write inequality, and we're going to go over some examples together. How would we compare +3 and +9? The first thing you need to look at is which one is larger, +3 or +9. So if we're looking at a number line, 9 is larger. So 3 is less than 9, or it can be written as 9 is greater than 3. So here are two ways to write the inequality. 3 is less than 9, or 9 is greater than 3. I want to see both ways that this is written. we have 3 more examples, and then you're going to do 3 problems on your own. 7 and 10. Which one is larger? If I'm thinking of money again, if Roland has $10 and Patrick has 7, who has more money? I think Roland has a couple more dollars. So 7 is less than 10, or 10 is greater than 7. It should be written both ways, please. Okay. -3 and -5. This one's a little bit trickier, so we're going to look at a number line. If I'm looking at my number line, I can see that -3 is closer to 0 and -5 is further. So if I'm looking at it, 5 is less than -3. So it can be written as -3 is greater than 5, or 5 is less than -3. So it needs to be the number that is furthest from 0 on the negative, so least to greatest. Remember, least to greatest. Alright, and last one, -4 and +4. Anytime you see a negative compared to a positive, unless it's talking about absolute values, it's pretty standard that the negative is going to be less than the positive. So 2 is less than 4, or written as 4 is less than 2. It can be written both ways. Okay, now some practice on your own with inequalities. Write an inequality symbol, the less than or greater than symbol, to compare the numbers 10 and 9. So I need it to see both ways. The 10 compared to 9 and 9 compared to 10. So would you write the less than or greater than symbol in here and the less than or greater than symbol in here? Please refer to your notes if you need help, or look at the word wall. There are some resources that we've gone over today that will help you with this. Same thing for number 9. -3 and -9. Use the less than or greater than symbol right here to compare these numbers. So I want to see it 2 ways. -3 compared to -9, and -9 compared to -3. Okay? Both ways.